Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Benchmade Taggedout. So the Taggedout is a new Benchmade model for 2022. It's specifically added to their Hunt line of knives, and it's basically the Hunt version of the Bugout. You get a nice clip point blade, a more curved handle, as well as a high-vis orange grivery handle. The MSRP for the knife is about $190, but I managed to grab it for around $150 from GP. And before we dive deeper into the knife, let's do a quick size comparison against my other favorite EDC knives. Here it is up against the Benchmade Bugout. Here it is up against the Benchmade Mini Bugout. Here it is up against the Chris Reeves Sebenza, the large version. And then here it is up against the Civivi Elementum button lock. These are some of my favorite go-to EDC knives. And as you can see, the Taggedout is a little bit on the bigger side, I'd say, in comparison to the Bugout, which is basically its brother in the Benchmade knife line. It's definitely a little bit bigger. And then versus the Sebenza, I'd say they are on par in terms of size. Maybe the Sebenza is a little bit bigger. And then another big thing about the Taggedout, which I'll go deeper into later, is that the blade is actually a bit thinner than an average EDC blade. Here, let me see if I can focus better. There you go. As you can see, it is quite thin, especially when compared to the standard Bugout. It's even thinner. It's supposed to be thin and slicey for hunt tasks and some food prep, and it's obviously a lot thinner than the Sebenza 31's blade. And lastly, here it is up against a ruler. It is curved, so I'm gonna have to kind of improvise the measurement a little bit, but if you kind of center it, it's a little over 8 inches. And then in terms of sharpened blade length, let's see, it comes in at about 3¼ of an inch, so you get a large blade length in an overall large knife. Diving a little deeper into the knife, you get a clip point CPM 154 blade. CPM 154 is a pretty good balanced stainless steel. It's a powder metallurgy steel. You get a good combination of stainlessness, toughness, as well as edge retention. The Taggedout swaps out the standard thumb stud for a thumb hole. This was made so that it's easier to clean. When you do your slicing tasks, a thumb hole won't get in the path of the blade when slicing through, say, meat or even like cutting down boxes. So that is a nice little improvement. And with the thumb hole, of course, you can open it up slowly, or of course you can do the reverse flick or Spidey flick. But this is a Benchmade, so I guess it's kind of weird calling it a Spidey flick. And then of course you get Benchmade signature axis lock. Great action, great one-hand opening and closing with the lock. It's ambidextrous, of course. It's an ambidextrous finger-safe lock that is very strong. And then of course the handles are a high-vis orange grivery material. Grivery is a fiberglass reinforced nylon material. A lot of people just call it like plastic. It's not as durable as G10, and it's obviously not as durable as, say, aluminum, carbon fiber, or titanium, but for what you're getting, I think it's pretty good. Like, you're not doing any intense tasks with a grivery handled knife, so I think it's appropriate. And I love how lightweight grivery is. I like how the knife basically just disappears in your pocket despite its size. I think grivery is an excellent material, and while it's not the strongest material out there, I think it's appropriate for an EDC knife, or a knife that isn't necessarily made to do intense hard tasks. You also get Benchmade's signature mini deep carry pocket clip that's reversible. You also have a little lanyard hole at the bottom, and overall the handle shape is a little curved and it has great ergonomics. I get a great forefinger grip. It's, as I said earlier, it is on the bigger side, so if you do have bigger hands than me, you could probably still get a great grip on it. You got some jimping up by the blade as well for added stability when cutting. Overall, it's a very great handle shape. Another interesting thing to note about the blade, in addition to it being very thin, is that the blade edge is actually using Benchmade's 17-degree select edge. Typically, knives are sharpened to a blade angle of around like 20 degrees or maybe even like 22.5 degrees, but this knife is even thinner at that 17-degree angle. That means the sharpened blade is even thinner thinner, and it's great for slicing and breaking down meat and game. I personally don't hunt, but I feel like this is definitely a great folding hunt knife for hunters out there. It's very lightweight. It has that high vis orange, so if you put it down in the wilderness, you can easily find it. And the blade shape, the clip point, as well as the thinness and the blade edge is great for breaking down meat and game. And the swap from thumb stud to thumb hole is also great for slicing animals. And I think Benchmade did a great job making a folding hunt knife. But for me, I use it as an EDC knife, and I love it. I love how lightweight it is. I love the blade shape. I don't know why, but I just really love clip points. I think they're great for puncturing packages for opening, and the regular sharpened blade is also great, and the thumb hole is also nice. And when I'm breaking down boxes, the thumb hole won't get in the way of my slicing. And the axis lock action is awesome as always, very smooth, and I love how it is a finger safe lock that's one hand operable. Overall, the Taggedout is a rock solid new knife from Benchmade. If you're looking for a lightweight, slicey knife for EDC or hunt use, the Taggedout is definitely a great choice for you. So what do you guys think of the Benchmade Taggedout? I'd definitely like to know down in the comments. So that's gonna do it for this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, follow me on my socials, and thanks for watching.